Friday morning. Temperatures are just on the up. I had a Vinted sale overnight, so first thing this morning I thought I would take that over the road and get that sorted. I also had a couple of freebies come up on one of my cashback apps. This one is called Checkout Smart, and it's just like a dessert thing, and I've bought it because it's free. So I went over to Morrison's to get that, and that's what it is. It's only free until the end of today. It's £1, so I'll get £1 back. While I was in there, I had a look round. I didn't go in Thursday evening as I often used to. It's just too cold. But I was in there anyway. So I bought, because there's still lots of yellow stickers even on Friday morning, I bought a Savers loaf. Was 45p, now 33p. The reason I bought this is that I really want to make a bread pudding. I love a bread pudding. Lots of cinnamon. I might even treat myself to some custard. But that is a great winter dessert, so I'm probably going to use like half that loaf and put the other half in the freezer. Save that for another one for another time. That will last quite well. I also weakened and bought more pork pies. Can't help myself. These were £1.37, now 68p. They're the Saver version, but I'm not that fussy. And the other thing I bought was smoked mackerel fillets. Now, I used to buy these all the time when they used to be cheaper, and then they stopped being cheaper, and I started buying the tinned ones. But the tinned ones always used to be for a long time were 80p. Then they were up to 95 as recent problems have kicked in, and now they're £1.15. And these were on yellow sticker, normally £2.57, and they're down to £1.03. So what I've opted for, I've bought two. I've got to use them today, and it doesn't say that I can freeze them. So what I'm going to do, I am going to cook these up today, have some of it for lunch, and then put the rest of it in the freezer as a cooked thing. So it'll be, I'll probably do it with, I've got potatoes, I've probably got some broccoli, and do it up as an entire dish, batch cook it, put it into my little Tupperware boxes, and then stick it in the freezer. As a cooked and then reheated item, this will probably be okay. I am pretty sure that I have frozen these in the past, but if I cook it all up and do it that way, then I'm less likely to end up making myself ill. They'll probably be fine. They probably have been previously frozen. Most of the fish that you buy on supermarket counters that says it's fresh has usually been frozen at some point, and that's why they usually don't say you can freeze it. But I often do double freeze fish, and I've never had any problems. So that whole shop came to £4.07. I will get £1 of that back anyway because that little pudding was free. So that, these two, that, and that came to £3.07, which I think is pretty good. Batch cooking mackerel stir fry today. And this afternoon I'm going to go over to Sainsbury's because the same app is doing another one of these, but I have to go to Sainsbury's for it. And there's a couple of other, there's something else, Branston beans. I can get a pack of 4 for 50p, and what I'm going to do is, because although they were £3, that means that each tin doesn't work out as cheap as a Saver brand. If I buy them on my Nectar points, I'll get that Nectar points back as cash, so I'm going to do that later. So we'll see how we go there. So that's my Friday morning. It's good doing errands first thing. It gets me up, gets me moving around, and it feels like a more positive start to the day than, you know, slowly slinking into day clothes at about 10 o'clock. It's just about to start, and the temperatures are slightly on the up now. By the end of the weekend it's going to be something like 14 degrees. It's just ridiculous, but I'm really looking forward to that because I really want to get some windows open and air the flat through, because I hate not being able to open the windows. It's just so cold at the moment. It's after lunch. Temperatures are better than yesterday. It's like 4 degrees, whereas yesterday morning when I was out, it was still like -5 or something ridiculous like that. So I'm heading off to Sainsbury's now to see if I can get that other deal, or deals, and hopefully I can buy something on Nectar Points, which means I'm cashing back in some Nectar Points. It's always good. Plus it gets me out and gets me moving around. Although it's a bit warmer, it was 9 degrees in the flat yesterday, it's 11 today, but it feels just as cold. And sometimes when you get like cold all the way through, you just can't shake it. And that's particularly the case during the day. And I really look forward to the night at this time of year, because once the heating goes on at 5, that'll put the temperature in the flat up to 14, which is fine for me. And with my nighttime layers on and my thermal PJs and my hot water bottle, and I'm snuggled down on the sofa under my slanket after dinner with a nice hot cup of tea, I'll be fine for the rest of the evening. Absolutely fine. It's just powering through the daytime, and I'm busier during the day obviously because it's light. All sorts of little jobs to be done. work stuff and chores and getting out like this to the shops when there's opportunities, like with cashback apps and stuff. So this is my second outing out today. Get my steps in, keeps me moving, warms me up. That's all good. Wow, the crows are really kicking off today. There's a fight going on between crows and magpies. You can hear them. Punch-ups. Anyway, I'm going to walk down. We'll see what deals we can get. I'll catch you in a bit. That's that done. Back from Sainsbury's. I ended up spending £4.65. I spent £2.50 with nectar because you have to do it in £2.50 chunks. So I ended up having to pay £2.15. But I got £1 back off the beans, which all fell out of their stupid container. That's a 4-pack. Get £1 back on that, so that was £2, so that's 50p a tin. I also got the other protein pudding, which is free, which was £1.40 in Sainsbury's, but there seems to have been a 65p discount, so I don't know what it was in the end, because I'm not sure whether it was that item or another item. And I also bought some more porridge oats because I'm running low, and this is a winter staple when I don't know what else to cook. So I actually physically spent £2.15. I'll get back whatever that was. I think that'll probably be £1 actually, and then the £1 off that. So I probably only spent about 15p, if that, on that actual shop. So another bargain. And that's it for the week. That's Friday. Tomorrow morning cleaning, it's only an hour and a half. Sunday morning cleaning, that's only 2 hours. And we should be in some really nice temperatures by then. And that's it. Quite into the week. Don't really have anything else to add at the moment. I'm just going to get all this put away. I've got to bag up that mackerel for the freezer, so that will be cool now. And it's been a day of savings more than anything. That'll do. The temperature's gone up this weekend. They said it would, and it has. And you can definitely tell the difference. And I have been able to roll back the bubble wrap on my front room window and get some actual light in. And I think I'm going to be able to leave it like this for a few days, which will be nice. And just enjoy the actual light. It's Sunday morning, so it's still quiet. I am going to head off to do my clean for the morning. But also I'm going to nip into Morrison's first just to see what might be around. The increase in temperature makes such a difference. It's 10 degrees outside today, Sunday morning, or Sunday lunchtime now. It's going to climb to about 12 degrees this afternoon. And it just feels so different. Look, I'm in 2 jumpers. I've got a light one underneath and this one. And I just feel so much more alive. I feel like I can get on with stuff. My fingers aren't cold and my feet aren't cold. So it makes a huge difference, just those few degrees. So I'm really glad that we've now entered that slightly warmer spell. And I can be a bit more productive. But first of all, Sunday morning Morrison's haul. We did quite well actually. So first thing, trim salad onions, got some more of those. They were originally 89p, now 27p, so I bought 2 of those. Kale, haven't seen any kale on an offer for a long time. Not an amazing deal. They were 59p, now 44, but I've got 2 of those. They're really good. There were mushrooms. These were £1.19 and are down to 60p. So that's always good. Natural yogurt. This is the low-fat version, but it goes fine with any other dessert things I'm making. These are the Savers version. So they were 35p, now 11p. So I bought 2 of those. I'll always snap up cheap yogurts or Greek yogurt or whatever it is if I can find it. It's getting really low on milk. I'm down to my last quarter of a pint and I don't really have much room in the freezer, so buying a 6-pinter and rebottling it probably wouldn't have worked. But I saw these in Morrison's this morning. They are the 2-pint bottles. And it is semi-skimmed, but they were £1.20 and now 36p. So I will be able to keep one of these out, divide this one into 2, and I've got room enough to put that in the freezer. And then I know I only just bought eggs, but these were £1.85, now 56p, so I bought 2. Yeah, we'll have an egg fest when I make that bread pudding. I think I need eggs for that, and you know, I can treat myself and have scrambled eggs, fried eggs, that sort of stuff. I've got bagels out, so fried eggs or scrambled eggs on bagels are always nice. So that shop came to £4.08, and I will put a thing on the screen there to show what I actually saved on the shelf retail price. So that's pretty good. That'll help keep me going, especially with all the veg that's there. Yeah, it's Sunday. Another week over. It's now the 21st of January when I'm talking to you now, and the month is just flying by. I'm thinking about things that I want to do in the future, and I'm going to do a post about my plans for car camping this year, because I really want to get out and car camp. It comes with some different challenges this year because obviously I'm working for other people now, so I don't have the freedom to choose the days like I used to, and so I need to think about how I'm going to fit it into my week. But I'm going to do a post about that because there are all sorts of different motivations that I have for the car camping, and I think that would be a nice thing to talk about why I do that and how I use that to my advantage. So I think that's probably it. Don't know what else I'm going to add to this post. I might do that bread pudding on this post. Haven't decided yet. I've got to work out when I have enough to put in the oven, but it is tempting. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I could make something, I don't know, I'll have to have a think. I need to be able to justify the oven use, as so many of us are doing at the moment. So, yeah, that's all for this Sunday morning.